Hey guys, it's Jimmy from A Kid's Opinion, and like I said before, I was on vacation for like the last week, so I wasn't able to do a review of the first episode of Loki, and I decided instead of reviewing both of them, I'm just gonna give my thoughts, my like general and some probably just some vague thoughts and some kind of in detail thoughts on the show so far. I will give spoilers, and I probably won't do a rate the show in the end of this video. So, for the most part, I actually thought that the first two episodes were good. There was a point, like, I just finished watching the second episode. There was a point where I was like, this is the best, like, MCU, like, Disney Plus show so far. Like, when Loki is, like, at the end of the second episode, when he's, like, walking through, that hurricane shelter, and I'm like, so it's just really cool with like the mythology and everything they're establishing. Like in the first episode, I was disappointed because it really made me feel like everything in Infinity War was supposed to happen. The Avengers didn't like beat the odds to beat Thanos. No, what they did what they were supposed to do, and that's that. I'm kind of like thinking about that less, especially in this episode. I feel like the first episode had a lot of emotion with Loki, and that's why I think that it looked like he was bad in the end of the second episode, and that would get me mad because how they established him in the first episode, that he has this emotion. He even said that he doesn't like hurting people or doing bad things, unless that was a lie, which I don't think it was. He seemed like he was truly understanding himself and why he does what he does. So if they try to undermine that, I'm gonna really get mad at this show because I felt like they were doing something with Loki. They never really explain how he had his character arc over the course of the MCU. Maybe he just realized that there are bigger things than himself. But I thought we were gonna get some of this in the Loki TV show, which we might. We're getting a lot of it in the first episode, and I really hope that they don't undermine that and said, nope, Loki's bad anyways. That would get me upset. The Lady Loki reveal, I kind of saw it coming, but it was still cool, like, when it happened. So it's like, and when she dropped all those, like, lantern things in there, her plans come into fruition, and then all of a sudden you see that thing with different timelines, and I'm like, this is the multiverse. Like, we've been hinting at the multiverse, the MCU has, and we're talking about all these future multiverse things that's gonna happen with, like, What If, and, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And then they show, like, how the multiverse is created. And it's very cool, and I'm interested to see where this is gonna go. Unfortunately, if I were to put money on it, I don't think we're going to see the timekeepers. If we did, I think it would be much too underwhelming because they are described as the most powerful beings in the world, and I don't know how they could successfully execute a scene in which Loki meets them and they still have their grand appearance and they would be able to execute that scene without making the timekeepers seem very underwhelming and pathetic compared to all they were hyped up to be. I don't see the MCU being able to execute that, and because Kevin Feige in the past has proven himself to be smart, I don't think that they're going to be doing that scene with the timekeepers. I'm interested to see like what Lady Loki, why she's doing this. Because there's this whole concept that's kind of being established about like free will and like should that exist or should it not, and maybe both Lokis are kind of going to agree on that. And I'm very interested to see what's going to happen in the future episodes. And this happened with me with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is just like that with me with Loki. I saw the first episode, I thought it was decent. I saw the second episode, I thought it was decent. This is with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Then I saw the third one, and I got like super invested in it. I wanted to see what was going to happen next. Here's what I mean. I wasn't even watching the episodes the day they would come out. I'll like wait a day or two, or like wait a few hours, which is never me. Like when WandaVision came out, I was right on it. Now with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I was a lot more laid back. Same with Loki. Now I really want to see what happens, cause like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like everything that Loki can establish right here. Also, I do want to give a shout out to whoever worked on the music in this show. The music, like from the opening theme, kind of when they showed Loki, it's kind of creepy but quirky. It's different and it's cool. And then like kind of the creepy sound. I don't know instrument, so I think it's like a violin or a cello. It plays just like one chord, and then it stops, and it's like very eerie almost, but it gives you a different. It creates a different atmosphere. Owen Wilson's good in this. Tom Hiddleston is obviously good in this. It's very interesting, but at the same time, it's very creepy. Like you can understand what the TVA is doing, but you're also like, I can understand how like in the end they're gonna take a stand against the TVA because the TVA like maybe doing some immoral things with free will and some of their rules, like if you screw up so you get reset, that's like a little bit harsh and unfair when you think about it. I wonder if they're gonna explore some of that, so very excited for the future. I think the second episode is much better than the first one because the first one didn't have like much like action in it. And even though the second episode didn't have much action in it either, it was a lot more interesting and intriguing and exciting. So yeah, I really like the show so far. I definitely recommend that you go and watch it. Yes, please comment in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Give me like suggestions on how to improve my channel. Please give me recommendations on new TV shows or movies to cover, rank, talk about, review. Yeah, I'm Jimmy from My Kid's Opinion, and be good people.